was breathless, my heart restless. Every turn felt like it was wrong, but I kept going to show I was strong. Pushing to my own song, but you came, you made me see the weight I put on me was too much, too tough to heal. I needed time, I needed to be
How's it going? Welcome back, boys. And hey, homies, we got some games tonight. I know I'm a little late. What's up, Jake? How you doing? Yeah, we got some games tonight. We'll see if we can get some groups going. For the last few weeks, NA has actually been kind of active. I want to see how it goes. I also want to see if the spectator stuff is still broken. I am hoping maybe Blizzard fixed it. I highly doubt it, though. Like, highly doubt it. Incredibly highly doubt it. Getting some... Yeah, I also, Boris did ask me if I want to do some keys sometime. I actually will be down. I do need to get my caps down on my Evoker and stuff this week. Dude, this week, for some reason, why is this the busiest... Oh, it's too loud, isn't it? Why has this week been literally the busiest week of my life? It's the week where I need to be out here, playing WoW, enjoying 12.2.5 stuff, getting all these things out of the way, getting my ults leveled, and I just have not found the time for it at all, man. At least so far. It's been pretty rough. I did finally get to cap out my conquest from last week, which I didn't get to do. I got to do it this week. Bro. Outlaw Rogue. Outlaw Rogue. What in the world was... Dude, Blizzard cooked. If you haven't played Outlaw so far, Blizzard cooked as hell. I gotta get 34 today, tomorrow, pushing 15s. My man, I probably need to run with you. If you're actually pushing down higher keys, I may need to start running with you. That or see if my Mythic Plus group is actually doing stuff. I have not been able to do keys this week like I wanted to. At all. They're seeing doing 21s at Outlaw? Yeah, I mean, I saw even like last week people were pushing 21s. I mean, look at, he goes by Zach on Discord, but he's, God, what? I don't remember his name. I'm bad with names to begin with. He goes by Zach on Discord, but he is Tom Elvis. Tom Elvis. I mean, he pokes, dude. He's got 3,900 score, bro. Yeah, pretty much all keys at 2,100. It's crazy good. Tom's been pushing the meta this season. Casual Addict also switched out to Outlaw, where normally he's Assassination, but if he's going Outlaw, then that's how you know, dude. That's how you know. Toxic went back to that. Toxic no one plays Outlaw. He's been Assassination, but now he's back to Law. Yeah, so all the regulars are now playing Law. Even like people that are playing Assassination playing Law. It's crazy. It's crazy. But no, Outlaw is really good. It's real good. Let me make a group. No dungeons. Raids. Legacy. Multicore. But Jake, try the like the auto attack thing, talents, and the one in summarily dispatched. Preparation, I think, is a button that will take a little bit to get used to. It really just comes down to like getting a big pull in the opener, a drone rush, rotating through stuff, preparation pretty early on, and then going from there. Yes. This week, let's still keep them banned because it seems more fun that way. Okay, hopefully we can get ourselves a group together because Boris is already putting. Hey, let's go. Grenades! Hold on, is that... Hold on a second, is that the boy? Did you break Survival Hunter last week? I think you did. Hey, Turk? Wanna join 5V5 Duels? Getting some groups together right now. Let's see who else can I invite me. Bellator? I haven't seen Bellator. Wait, Bellator? Let's see if Bellator wants to join. Hey, Bellator. Getting let me know if you want in. It'd be really good on Outlaw. Got invited to any keys besides guild ones. Yeah, without score, I imagine that becomes a little bit harder, doesn't it? Hey, Bilzo, wanna join 5V5 Duels? See if I can get some of these boys in here. Hey, CJ, wanna join 5V5 Duels? Damn, I can't type, man. I also gotta do that on my ults too. I gotta get my key for my Devourer. I definitely gotta get it done. Grenade DJ? Yeah, exactly. Double up. Yeah, okay, that works out for me, man. It's gonna take me a second to get used to, but that's why I'm bad with names. Otherwise, I would be like, wait, is that double lift? But I was like, wait, you brought a Survival Hunter. So I'm like, I know who you are. I'm just really bad with names. There's the actual names I'm really bad with. Like, I know the person. You know what I mean? I like the name, though. I like the name a lot. Does Gentle... No, he's a paladin. Wouldn't ask him anyway. Oh man. Hey friend, we getting more 541 news tonight. 110. Okay, who else can I invite? Kobe? Yo, hold on. Hey Kobe, want to join this? Main's name is Grenades in AWC. Your name has to be a BNet name. Ah, understandable. Makes sense. You're an AWC, my guy? Dude, I gotta watch you then. I gotta see how you do. Are you guys going all the way? Yo, cause look, seeing Rick in AWC is super fun. So if I can watch you play, I think that'd be super fun as well, man. Play with Daya. Daya's in? Okay, dude. I guess I haven't been in the loop apparently. I didn't realize Daya was an AWC. Hold on, now I wanna watch, dude. Did you guys get to play this week already? Or last week? I kinda know. I'm gonna go back and see what games you guys were in. I'm 22, 2.2 timed at 11 and 12, never ran AA. Dude, same. I don't get invited into AA either. As Outlaw, you don't get invited into that one. Some people do get you in, but not a lot. Let me see if Metsu's down. Hey, Metsu. Wanna join 5V5 Duels? Getting some groups together right now. Wait, Wednesday, we didn't make the broadcast. One game away. Got it. I will say, Grenades, I don't know that whole like getting into like the whole structure of getting into the AWC and the broadcast stuff, so that actually gives me like a bit of an idea. I appreciate it. Yes, getting groups together right now. Can in if you want it. Cool, I might be able to get shiny. Getting games to get groups together right now. CJ, let me swap. Perfect. Okay, so we got CJ and I got shiny. Beautiful. Shiny is here. We go invite. Got shiny. Beautiful. JP Bala. Bet. Okay, I'm gonna invite him then. I'm assuming he wants to join in. Cool. So we got another rogue. No palas. Good. Double rogue. Warlock. That guy. Good. Doing some no rets games this evening. So as long as It's not a pala. You're welcome to join. I'm letting CJ know ahead of time. You're a rat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if CJ, I guess he was gonna bring a red, so I might have to message somebody else, but if he's got something that's not a red, we can get someone else as well. I'll give him a second. I did message Metsu. I don't know if he's gonna be doing stuff with his guild, because normally they MDGA boys DH. Perfect. I can inv whenever. Beautiful. Also, never mind. Wrong sword. I thought it was light sword. Where's light sword actually? Where is light sword? Actually, because I'm assuming he would love to bring in the outlaw, because that thing is like filthy, like actually filthy, literally disgusting. But Boris, I got a full team. I don't know how you're doing on your end. I don't know if you need my help. Can I join? Yes, Killer. More than welcome to. We got groups listed right now. You're always welcome to join. They need three. They need three, so you could be the one of those three. Let me also post how to join these groups. I am really bad at like updating it. Maybe I need to get Nightbot. If Nightbot is even in chat, sometimes it doesn't come in until later. I need to get Nightbot to like auto post on a Friday and Saturday streams. I wonder if I can get a macro like if day equals Friday or Saturday, then post and pin and just let it do its thing. Yes, this is for you as games. Yeah, yesterday was EU, tonight is an A. How hot is it outside, man? I'm like kind of starting to boil in my room. It's 81 degrees. Kind of hate that. Not even the highest though. Wait, is it? It's 76. Why is it? Why am I feeling so warm and it's 76? Wait, why is it so cold outside? Oh, humidity 57. That would make sense. Okay, yeah, humidity being super goddamn high. Okay, that would do it. I hate, dude. I live in the wetlands of North Carolina. And goddamn, dude, the humidity makes everything worse. I literally walked outside the other day. It was like 86 degrees outside, which is pretty warm, but like 20-30% humidity. And a nice breeze. Bro, it felt like it might as well have been like 65. It was so nice. Actually walking weather. I had a jacket on too, like a light one. But like still, it was super comfy, dude. Actually so comfy. So comfy. I feel like I could walk around for hours without breaking a sweat. It's so nice, man. It's so nice. But as soon as humidity starts to get into 50, close to 60%, because it's 57 right now, goddamn, that any bit of heat you got, it just gets worse. How does it get to invite 14? The Warlock who sent you 15 said no, said thank you for invite. I don't know, man. Maybe just the Warlocks, right? Good question, actually. I imagine, what are the meta classes so far? Is Archon even updated for that? Hold on, let me update Archon. It looks like Devour, Demon Hunter, Unholy Death Knight, Augmentation Evoker, Demo Lock. I guess they're not getting invited? No, Archon ain't updated. Never mind. Archon ain't updated whatsoever, bro. It doesn't track the Trickster changes. Nope, hasn't been tracking Trickster changes at all. I guess Archon needs a week. I have no idea then. Honestly, I don't know what the meta class is. I don't know what's better anymore then. Never mind, forget me. Okay. Who else can I invite, man? Stoneblood? Hey, Duels? We got some groups up right now. I don't know if you think he's already in the group or not. Hey, Marilyn. Wanna join 5V5 Duels? Got some NA, no Paladin games this evening. Okay, so this group is set. We just need a couple more. Does Vex want to join? Hey, Vex wanna some Duels friend? Maybe, possibly. Mango Totem? I don't know. Really nice rogue person. So I don't know if he does join Duels, but we'll send some of those DMs and we'll see what we do from there. Worst of worst, I just go and like start begging in the streets like a homeless guy, which I'm pretty much am already, honestly. Does Emo matter right now? It is. Is it though? Because I can't trust our Raider IO. I can't even trust like raid bots either. I can't trust anything because it's all still newish, right? All these changes. It looks like there's still a lot of Brewmaster, Resto Druid. It looks like Devour, Unholy, and Aug is like the holy trinity right now. Although, if you bring a Resto Shaman and you bring a Feral Droid, you could definitely play melee comp with an Arms Warrior, and you could bring another melee, so like Holy Death Knight or Alpha Rogue. Tom Elvis seems to be doing pretty well. Demonology Warlock is getting some play. Yep. Yeah, people probably people are probably just looking at like Devourer, Unholy, Og, and that's all they see. That's all they see. So if there's any other class that ends up like sneaking past it and getting really, really good, it's hard, right? I'm assuming it's a lot of blinder situation where people have like natural blinders and they just see meta, right? 3, 4, 5 meta classes, and that's it. So Warlocks are like, I don't know, not everybody's playing them. You know, they're not so popular in Og. Yeah, if you want to join, I know Priest is a... Yeah, so let me see who else can I invite. Is there anybody else I can like pull in here? Daz is a PvE guy. Hero, I really want Hero to join. I just don't know like if he PvPs at all. And usually he's like Hero and stuff and pushing things. I don't know if he would have any interest in it whatsoever. Like maybe he would. I just have no idea. I just need to like hit him up sometime. I just don't want to do it out of like left field. I'm sure if we opened up to Cychrome, we got the other group. Got another group listed in LFG as well. Mine got 6 people, so it's 4 again. Where is the other group? Are they listed under Molten Core? Okay. Cool. Too tall. Letting Rets in. For now, it's no Rets still this evening, but you got all your more. Yeah, Too Tall is like, yo, are you finding a little Reds play? Bud, friend, buddy boy, pal. Okay, I'm gonna make a Dia lead just because Dia has done it before. Perfect. We're ready to game. Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna make sure I do it correctly. Okay, so promote, bounce, so it doesn't get screwed over. Get a match. Diabolicals. I need quirks. I should have just made grenades lead. Actually, does grenades want to lead sometime? I'll do quartz for now, but if you because usually a lot of the times it's people are like, hey, do you want to lead a group? And you're like, I don't know what to do. How does any of this work? Wait, is quartz not on? Hold on a second. What is Q? A B C D E F G. Where is Q? Oh, did it go offline? Wait. Hold on a second. Quirks. Okay, no, he's on. QUERTZ. QUERTZ. And Boris, 5 the grand 1. We're in, boys. 3.6 preservation of Ochre and a 14. I don't mind if I do. Bro, seriously. Wait, that's high score. What in the world? That guy's trying to get his weeklies, I guess. Or he's trying to practice routes or something, or trying a new build. I gotta play some Ochre, bro. I've been spending way too much time raiding, working, and playing D&D this week. A new patch, and I decided, oh, Thursday, I'll just go play some D&D. They basically had a full party session. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna observe. And they're like, why don't you join us? And they ended up being there for 6 hours. And then somebody had to dip halfway through. So it was perfect. I was a good fill-in. And I almost died. But it was really fun. But honestly, I feel like I just need to like stop getting myself into more projects here. Alrighty, switch. Question: do we get okay? So the tracking, by the way, for this game's not gonna work. I'm probably gonna add like a node at the start of matches, but I have to basically free float the camera this week until Blizzard fixes it. But what's cool, by the way, is if you have allies on your team, there's now a green highlight. I noticed this doing some twos over on my rogue, but allies are now highlighted. You can see them behind the pillar. so you can see if somebody's behind the pillar at all times. Although most people get add-ons for that anyway. But I will not be able to track him like crew deck. I want to like follow him. I won't be able to do it myself. In cap onto Sage immediately. Lexi to follow. Sage might just have to burn a trinket. That is a Devourer Demon Hunter swooping past him, imprisoned to follow. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a setup. Question is, does he have the full meta and a full go immediately? He's trying to be very, very careful. Does go for the charge. Stun to follow. Trinket out of the monk with a Fist of Fury. Leap out by the Devourer Demon Hunter. He knows he needs to make back up out of there for a second, making sure those backflips are getting most amount of value. And look at that mobility. He's catching up a lot of healing just from like playing super defensively with a meta. Trying to see if he can burst him down. Karma to follow. Do you just fight through the Karma? You might be able to try to see if he can potentially end it. Does go for the huge glow. With an in-cap, I think might have stopped the Karma damage. Do you have any follow-up? Void Ray is going to do a decent bit. Backflipping out of there. Do you have mobility? Do you have... Oh, he does have enough damage. My God. I wish I could track Devourers a little bit easier because they're just all over the map. I actually have to like follow them directly, but then the blink everywhere. I can't tell where they're gonna go. And Sonara is gonna be up next. I like this slow walk. This slow, very methodical walk. Got himself dragon. Unfortunately, that's not gonna land the stun. Root still connects, however, does get the dragon either way. Stun does not break out, makes out a little bit late. I don't know if he was maybe trying to hold the stun until like a bad situation and then maybe saw some damage potentially. In cap, however, Sage is still. Question is, does he have enough for a metamorphosis? Does he have enough resources? He's taking a decent bit of damage in health wise, but he's doing so much damage. Look at that distance though. Oh, I think it's just over for the Death Knight, unfortunately. But does end up taking him out. I don't know what the flag of ownership is all about, honestly. But now you go up against the rogue. You do want to go in full Kingsbane Deathmark? It's over then. No, Kingsbane may just be enough. Darkness down. Sage still could go for a metamorphosis next. Kidney shot. It's only he has a trinket. He might be able to counter it. But he's just trying to play darkness here. Got himself a bit of movement. Got himself a bit of sight. Is going to pick up even more sight. As long as you got yourself healing, you're going to need heals right now. You're going to need healing or a backflip for the rogue. Try to see if you can slow him down. Cheap shot. I think it's just over for Sage, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. Wait, hold on. Is it the Outlaw Rogue? No, I thought it was grenades for a second. But it looks like it's going to be Badia. I think they're still trying to figure out who's going to be... Wait, maybe? Hold on a second. I think that... I can't tell if they're trying to figure out if it is going to be him first, next, or whatever. A little bit of confusion, but I think they figured it out. With Demoniac trying to see if he can get himself a good angle here. Garrote to follow. Does get the dots. Kidney shot over onto Badia. 5BF is going to be up. Cloak of Shadows to counter it. The full army of the dead is flying right through. Demoniac is going to go for advantage, but the army still can't connect. Body just to make sure there's a death decay on the other side. The rogue with the cloak made sure there's no dots on him whatsoever, so he can at least get himself a bit of a reset. Is he completely free? Body is actually not looking that good health-wise. I just saw your health dipping quite fast, and then you're having to go for a death pact right there. I don't even know if it was a proc death pact or a real death pact anymore. I'm not even sure because it doesn't even show up as a button. I can't tell if it is like an ability or is a proc nowadays because I'm pretty sure Death Bringer does get it as a proc. Kingsbane stabbing out Badia. Some poison damage can potentially mitigate it a little bit. The knockdown, try to see if he can get himself a quick rush. As is going to be the rogue getting yoined back in. I don't know, Badia, unless you have something here. Unless you got a stun, the army of the dead slowly kind of sort of piling out, but Demoniac has plenty more damage to follow with Murky. I thought it was going to be grenades, apparently not. Murky up next instead. Demoniac still dotted. It's just Phantom Knivesing in case Murky is going to get the opener. Does actually stop him. Hold on a second. Get a shot. Oh, good stab. It's going to be blind out of that trinket. That is so good for Demoniac. Does go for the advantage. He's running for the hills. Try not to make sure that Murky doesn't find his smoke bomb for a second. Actually, the rogue is going to be line of sighted enough for Demoniac to wait out the dots and catch a reset. Demoniac with the play, though. That is so good. The subtlety rogue technically can open up with a cheap shot in the opener, technically, but it does make it a little bit tougher because you open up with the Shadow Strike in the opener. Instead, you get full comp points. You follow up with the kidney shot, follow up with the rest. You lock down the target the whole time. You can cheap shot, you just don't get as valuable of a finisher though. So a lot of Subtlety rogues have actually been going for Shadow Strike. Demoniac was quick on the draw. Immediate step, immediate kidney shot off of that. Trinket, blind, insta. Evasion for both rogues. Murky with a bit of Cloak of Shadows trying to deal with the damage. Envenom by Demoniac as he goes for a quick step. Cheap shot. Trinket by Demoniac right after. He's actually in a great spot. Just trying to see if he can kind of wake Murky. Big mutilates come through as the coup de grace comes out. And there goes Grenades, the Outlaw Rogue. I need to see how good this is going to be because I imagine the opener is just going to be absolutely filthy. Eyes are available for either side. Demoniac could possibly waddle over there. Demoniac technically does have a slight advantage in this duel between the two rogues. The dot gameplay, the dot pressure is what he can really put in right now. Isaac getting picked up by grenades. If he's quick enough with a grapple hook, he can definitely get him into combat before his step comes out. Does pistol shot him. He's going to be in combat. Immediate get the shot off of that drill, which he's got himself full burst. Are you coin flip or are you trickster? You got to be trickster, right? Does go for evasion. Cheap shot our demonic Trinketon. Trying to see if he can end it. He does take it. Does get the hit. Void Torrent immediately up and running. Cheap shot by grenades off of that vanish into a fear right after. I think he is a full trickster build because otherwise I would have been seeing the coin flips everywhere, but he's not going for coin flips. Give me that big coup de grace. Give me that kill spree. Or actually, hold on. Is it coin flips? Hold on. Is it coin flip or is it trickster? I can't even tell. Because he's not killing spree. It might actually be coin flips. I can't tell though. Got themselves the pistol, skin the shot, Psycho. Unfortunately, nothing he can do. With the Shadow Priest where they are right now, the Rogue is just way too difficult at the moment. With a Shaman, Zebra going to be up next as an enhancement, Shamansman. Gouge per second, Trinket to fall. It does land a stun into grenades. Is it going to be enough damage? Massive Primordial Storm. Grenades doesn't really have much to work with. Disarm for a second. Still trying to see if he can rush into the combat. He's going to grapple out for a moment. Not a lot of health available. That totem still hidden from behind the pillar. Another totem to put him out in the open. And unfortunately, the Rogue, there's just not much survivability there. With Diabolical trying to see if he can get him a proper honorable match. Just setting up some stuff. Are you a dwarf now? Are you normally a dwarf? I guess Dark-Iron is really good for the Dispel. Is Dark-Iron really that better for PvP, not the normal dwarf? Because I know normal dwarf is really, really good. Very, very well played. At least in dungeon raid content. Both of them have a similar effect. Just one has a DR whenever they use the form, while the other gets primary stats. Unless there's like other benefits that you get as a Dark-Iron. Technically, don't you get movement speed when you're inside, and doesn't arenas count as an indoor type of instance? That might also be an advantage, but I'm not 100%. Leap by the Shaman. It's going to be the dot set in by the Warlock as he's trying to see if he can fight through it. Enhanced Shaman could definitely do a decent bit of healing. Shaman healing in general is very, very good, but he needs Maelstrom. He definitely needs to build up a bit of pressure. The totem is down. It's going to have to make sure the totem gets some value. Try to land a stun. The totem is going to pulse. It's going to be tricking out for Daya with an immediate Dark Pack right after. Does the Succubus follow up? It does not. Still trying to chase. Zebra going for a bit of self-healing. As long as he's got the totem around the corner, that may be able to do some damage over to Daya. Using the Succubus to build up resources off of it. Actually, he's going to go for a quick route. Try to see if he can move the totems in a good spot just for some free passive damage. That may be the decent play, and he's going to try to see if he can back up out of there immediately. He's trying to make sure he doesn't get overwhelmed with the dots of Affliction Warlock, which I think is the right play. The Paladin's proud of you. Proud of you, West, dude. We even have a Devourer Demon Hunter, man. You should be proud of me. You should be proud of me, man. I can't help it with EU who like Paladins, but NA, they were like, Dal, can you do no Paladins run? And you guys have really been enjoying these a ton. Interrupt onto Daya. Does try to go for a fear. Zebra break it out of really, really quickly. Shadow bolts are still flying. As long as Daya gets procs, Zebra is in danger. But him going behind the pillars to catch a reset, get a little bit of healing is good. Totem, unfortunately, doesn't quite catch Daya. Is going to put the totem on him. Try to go for a port. Totem still isn't able to secure him. Shadow bolts are really driving Zebra right now. His health not looking that good. Bloodless trying to see if he can get himself one more go. But unfortunately, the Affliction Warlock got plenty of damage. Demoniac picking up 3. Well done. Sage picking up 2. Also really, really good. Grenades also landing 2. Well done. What are you? Are you Trickster? Dark-Iron Racial is 22% damage on you. Super OP. Wait, actually 22%? Wait, that is OP actually. Hold on a second. Did somebody do the math? 22% more? That is wild. That is some burst right there. Imagine combining that together as an Owl Rogue with Dark-Iron. Remove those dots, 22% more damage after a stun with, what's that one talent that gives you 10% more damage after a stun? Turn the tables. You would just be bursting. 30% more damage. It's like you got the red buff back from Mr. Pandaria, bro. Crazy. Let's get another one going. Quirt. Trickster. Okay. It was hard to tell a little. I didn't see Killing Spree, but I don't know if Killing Spree shows up as a cooldown, though. By the way, that button slaps so hard. For no reason. 06? No. Okay, hold on. Let me find the right number. Because my audio thing used to tell me what number duels we were on, but it doesn't really do that anymore. So I just have to guess. Ready anyway? I didn't see if there was another rogue. Open another lock. All good, man. All good, honestly. Let's do a 12 run. We got plenty of casters. I want to give them plenty of room to run around. Hello, old friend. Griff? How you doing? How are things, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hopefully things are good with you, man. Are you planning on doing duels on EU anytime soon, or how are you during midnight, by the way? Been a while, huh? I can close the gap. Yeah, it's all good. No worries. Honestly, I thought you did really, really good. Ran out of death grip. Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, stuff like that happens, honestly. Really? For between the eyes of placing crit. The only problem with that is Trickster has a talent that makes you needs you to use between killing spree, because you get 2 resets, 2 unseen blades resets, so you can do like damage from afar. And I think those combine together, since pistol shots can proc those, and pistol shots can get like multiple charges at once. I'm pretty sure every single shot of pistol shot can potentially proc 2, if not 3 of those, because you get multiple of them when you press once. Yep. You may be correct, because look, this build is new. Maybe the meta is you don't play killing spree. Maybe you don't even need it, really. I haven't played spree. It does a lot of damage, though. Like in my games that I played the other day, or today, actually. What, join us, Windwalker? More than welcome to. More than welcome to. Yeah, on EU, you're more than welcome to. Which? Who's gonna be first up? It's gonna be Sage again, dude. Watching these Devourer Demon Hunters literally eating people up. It's been a while, it's been a hot second, and seeing how they do damage, it's sometimes like surprising. Gotta get that rematch versus Krudak. Krudak needs to make sure there's a bit of that payback though. Devourer trying to make sure he's got plenty of range, but it looks like he's actually in that in-cap range, so Krudak is gonna be able to get a proper opener. Instant trinket, it can close the gap. With the trinket news on a Sage, check out Krudak, who played very defensively until Swoop is back up. He didn't send any cooldowns. Question is, does he stay or does he go out? It's going to be the melee damage out of the Demon Hunter, taking lots of hits. There goes the big Predator's Wake, or the Hunt rather. Needs to pick up some more resources for a meta. Needs to be very, very careful. Stun, got him some backflip, trinket out by the Monkus, trying to see if he can close the gap. Maybe looking for a karma here, but you might just die through the karma. It's gonna be the karma. Do you just go for meta, or do you just wait? In-cap, does Krudak have enough to potentially end this duel? It's gonna be big meta. Trying to see if he can end them right now. Burning through the karma, and he's got plenty of healing to fight through the karma like it's nothing. Big Void Ray, it does cleave him, but the Monk secures the cross kill that he was looking for. At that point, that's the best outcome you really could get, honestly. That's about the best outcome you could do, because Devourers slam as hard as they do. And honestly, it's a little tough to deal with. I feel like at that point, you might just have to run. Like, you see meta, you bail. You save that in-cap to in-cap him and run until meta is gone, and then you come back in. With Dyer going to be up next versus Asanari insta-trinketed? I'm not sure he meant to insta-trinket. Or maybe he did. What did he trinket? I think you might... Okay, Asanara, I think... you might have a trinket and ratio tied together as a macro. I would double check it just in case, because I saw both of them go off. I've been in that situation before, honestly. Like, you pop a like Orcish racial or something, right? And then you have an on-use trinket together tied with it. And you might have like swapped the trinket in the different slots, so like the CC breaker trinket versus damage trinket. That might have been the similar situation, honestly. As Sonara, I don't really know what you could do in this situation, though. Unless you got big defenses and just have to spend everything, I really don't know. I feel like as soon as the trinket got used, I think it's just there's not much you can do. It's an Affliction Warlock that can just completely dot you, rot you, and there's not much you can do to really catch up to him. I think it just might have been lights from the get-go. An unfortunate situation, unless you just live somehow. But unfortunately, one down. Psycho looks like it's going to be up next. The pet is getting sent in, but actually he's going to hang the pet back for a second just to make sure who's he going up against next. Yeah, I didn't know that could happen. All good, all good, all good. Double check all your macros and everything, man. Honestly, I've been in that situation before. It is not fun. It is not fun. It happens to me all the time when I do Mythic Plus too. I'm like, ah, damn it, I'm in a raid build, guys. I'm going to do like way less AoE damage. Can I go run out, swap? As we did a big pull and lost it. I'm like, I'm pretty much useless, man. I either play this out and then I go swap the talents and then I gotta run back in and then it's like, you're doing another pack and then they're in trouble. I can't do it. Psycho actually pumped quite a decent bit of damage to Daya, but Psycho's health not looking that good. Trying to see if he can just fight right through it. Is gonna have to go for Dispersion unless he's got nothing. I think he was just trying to see if he can max out as much damage as he could. Trying to DPS range versus Daya, but a Warlock It's just a big bulwark, a massive wall. There's just not much you could do. Demoniac has had really good time with Affliction Warlocks in the past. That step, immediate port. Dia is quick on his senses, is going to get out of there, letting the Succubus catch up, knock down on the Succubus with the gateway. The Succubus can go for a passive slow. This is going to be Dia backing up out, getting some instant cast. Mortal Coil right after. Demoniac with a trinket, has a cloak in case he needs to. Get the shot on the gateway, but it's going to be Succubus right after, so it's a CC trade. Dia can potentially pull something off. He's still taking quite a decent bit of damage. His health is not fully recovered. Demoniac actually has a health advantage right now, but it looks like he's trying to see if he can back away, maybe kill the Succubus, catch a full reset. I think his dots at this point should be waning, but Dia, I don't think is in a situation to really fight him right now. He does have a heal coming up with the Warlock Hellstone. I think he should just use it before you get stun locked. I would just use it now, honestly. Just put it on cooldown so you might be able to get another use out of it. Look at Demoniac just catching up all that healing. Does he have a chance to help him heal? Is that what's going on? I feel like he's got plenty of extra healing there. With the Garrote right after onto Dia's Succubus, I don't even know if he's going to be able to do much. Does catch him in a CC. Kingsbane courses to Dia's Veins. Dark back to help him stabilize a little. Hunt with some procs. Mortal Coil off of it. Dia or Demoniac still has a Cloak of Shadows, and Dia, I don't think he has a way to really come back towards any kind of pillar. Try to see if he can mosey over towards a portal, if at all possible. Try to go for a kick, does not quite connect. For Dia, there's an opportunity to make some damage happen. Dark Harvest let him catch up in health a little bit. UA, as there's no kicks available. He needs some kind of CC chain to follow up. Big step right now for Demoniac too, with a fear instantly. Dots are setting in, yet another fear for Dia. This could be the big burst scope, but Dia is still super low. Smoke bomb for Demoniac just to survive a little longer, but his health is not looking that good. Dia's health is also in a bit of a jeopardy too. Demoniac at 7%, 11% health, catching up a little bit of healing. Blind on the Succubus. Maybe this is enough to get him a reset. Maybe possibly. Does catch a restyle for a second, and he's trying to heal up even a little. A good road. Guy is right there. Trinket it, unfortunately, on a cheap shot. And Demoniac does take it. I think that Trinket was probably the right call. I think he wanted to Trinket CC immediately out of the Garrote. But that cheap shot, I don't think he could have predicted that cheap shot. I think Demoniac just went Garrote into a cheap shot, kind of like instinctively as a rogue, just chain one into the other, unless you were just waiting for the Trinket. I don't know if it's true or not. If he was waiting and he just saw that thing from like, he had the premonition that the Trinket is coming, there's just no way. Sap by Demoniac as body. I think picking up the eye too, so he does still have sight of Demoniac, at least for a little bit here. May have to go for another set of eyes. For Demoniac, it's going to be a bit of a slower game. He has to go for a bit of slower. Sorry, but Nikki Brothers not representing. You're good, Killer. You're good, man. Normally bring a Survival Hunter, man. So I don't know if you want to switch over to that or if you want to play DK. It's up to you. Honestly, it's up to you. Death Knights are... I'd say they're in a precarious situation. They die to some of the melee classes, like rogues in particular, just eat them up. Trinket on Badia? Do you see him? Are you trinketing just to see if you can find him with sight? Or is that also a macro type of a situation? Cheap shot by Demoniac, still got IBF, so Badia can actually have a go. I think IBF immediate army here, right? Disarm right after, got himself the army going. That's going to be vanished immediately by Demoniac off of that Kingsbane. He's still dotted, so he does see you. He does find you. I think you still got a disease on you, right? I'm pretty sure. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't outrun him. He just is not gonna go for it. He's not gonna go step cheap shot. I don't know if you follow up with a Garrote right after. You do go for a Garrote. Short stun by the pet. Unless, I feel like Demoniac just takes it here. Badia, the Death Knights, they melt to rogues. There's just really not much you can do. He had big bursts. He could try running, but like, I don't really know. Like, yeah, after your Trinket is gone, IBF is gone, there just really isn't much you can do. The Demoniac is going to be able to get one more. Grapple it out, but it's going to be grenades. Try to catch him. Cloak of Shadows does land a sap. Are you still dotted though? No, that sap is going to be full, so you got to make sure you have a go. Cheap shot, a drone rush. Immediate Trinket, get the shot. Oh my god, grenades predicted that one. Do you Trinket? I don't think you do, right? That's a good disarm. It's going to be disarmed back for him. Pre-feint in case there's going to be a stun on Demoniac. Evasion for evasion. Kingsbane, you actually dodged that evasion completely, and I think you dodged the, what's it called? You dodged Deathmark as well, I think. Something is still bleeding out. No, I think Deathmark did connect. I don't know if Kingsbane did. Actually, can you dodge Kingsbane? I know they made it so you can't parry it anymore, especially for PvE counters. Getting this shot does have a Trinket. Gouge immediately onto Demoniac. And you're going to be able to get a kidney shot. Do you prep? You do prep for a big burst. Do you have the big between the eyes to follow up? He needs something, anything. The bleeds are still going to put pressure onto grenades. Vanish shot by Demoniac is going to give him a bit of healing. Grenades still not in the woods. Does not have any dots for Demoniac, so he's not going to be able to find him. Yeah, Demoniac is going to be able to get clean vanishes. Eyes are getting picked up by the Outlaw Rogue. I think that is the right play. Eyes are available on the other side. He is going to be able to see him. Step, cheap shot. I think it might be lights. No, Demoniac doesn't have the damage, so he's going to go for a cheap shot and get some dots and just back away. The other set of eyes is available. Grenades can still have a go. You are going to be completely DR'd. I don't know if you go and burn a grapple hook just to pick up the eye, or just completely just let yourself get dotted, because the assassination rogue is going to get an opener on you. All you can do is pre-feint. Try to go for a pre-feint. No cheap shots just yet. Grapple in. You have a second grapple. Does go for a stealth. The dots, unfortunately, is still there. Kid is shot to follow. Does Demonic have it? He's got Kingsbane. Maybe Kingsbane is enough. You do have Cloak. Blind. Cloak. That Kingsbane is going to hurt. There it is, buddy. Disarmor after. Demonic will not be able to follow up. That's an opportunity for an Outlaw to make something happen. Smoke bomb down. I don't know which one. Don't know which one of them smoke, but a kid to shut out. Do you have the procs? Got himself between the eyes. Get it, the procs in. Blade rush right after with the enhanced shaman charging in. Second time the grenades has to go up against the enhanced shaman after being put super low. Not much you can do about that. With Murky up next, immediate shadow strike, immediate cheap shot. Try to see if you can make the damage happen. Zebra, how should you just call it Zebra? With a trinket, Wall immediately Murky. He's gonna get tossed away by Totem. Shadow steps are not gonna let him move over, but Zebra I think might just be done for the count. There's just not much health. Literally hiding, putting his head in the dirt, trying to make sure, just trying to ignore the rogue threat for just a second. You get a CC, something, anything. Stone Totem, Bloodlust. Oh man. That ascend was good, but like there's just not much health to really work with. Demoniac does pick up 3. Well done. Assassination Rogue and Affliction Warlocks apparently are a little bit closer than I thought. Normally I'm like, Affliction Warlock, it's a Warlock, they kill rogues every time. Buff Monks, Taco Pounder. I agree, buff Monks. Monks are really good still, actually. Woodwalker is actually probably one of the, I can't say the best spots, but better spots I think of the season. Get another one going, boys. Let me know when the groups are all good. Quartz, let me know we're good. And Boris, let me know we're good. Or if you need more bodies, need one. Okay, invite. I'll take over. Cool, so we need one for both groups. Got it. Understood. Hopefully we'll be able to fill pretty quick. Where's Chicago? Okay, I don't want to overwrite that. 8, got it. Cool, pass me lead, I'll take care of the rest. Beautiful. You are a gentleman and a scholar. You are a beautiful butterfly. I'll read your message in a second, Merlin. What's up? Step out. Yeah, I do it. I agree with you. Shadow Priest. Yeah, they are in a rough spot for sure. Is Boris ready? Ready. Okay, Boris. I need a +1, man. I need a +1. We need a body, boys. We need a body. Who wants to join a 5v5 Duels arena without any? Probably shouldn't add any more rogues in here, should I? Without any Paladinos. What else can I invite, man? Does Gentle want to join? It looks like he's on 2 accounts. Hey. Hey, does? No Pala lobby. I'm about to have 3 rogues in this team, though. Unfortunately, there's about to be 3 rogues here, dude. That is going to be what the sacrifice we'll have to make. No paladins, but we can't, like, deny double up over any other classes. Like, at this point. Demoniacs group, got it. Hold on. Okay, I'll find him. Here we go. Half the lobby is rogues. Bro, you know what? That's what happens when you ban a single class from a lobby. Otherwise, there will be so many paladins in these groups. Look, I could be like, you know what? Not too many paladins. No pallies. Not too many rogues. You know, just a few more. Just a couple of warlocks. You know what I mean? The problem is I'm just limiting my options of making some groups to get some games going. Like, if you're gonna ban a class, we're just lifting the rules a little on like how many of each we can have. You know what I mean? Just a little. I'll join 10 minutes you're looking. Sounds good, Nimbus. I'm gonna see if Wild wants to join. Otherwise, I'll get you in 10. Sounds good to me, my man. Yeah, I'll double check my BNet. I'll still try to, like, you know, not waste anybody's time. Try to see if I can get a body in here, but you know, yeah. I could ask Susie. Where's Boris, by the way? Where's Flex, man? Is this survival pretty good right now? I think we would have fun with it. Give Shadow Priest Stone back. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. There should definitely be like some kind of a talent in their class tree, spec tree, PvP talent maybe that brings back stun. I think Shadow Priest would help. It would help them a lot if they got a stun back. It feels like a lot of the damage used to be around their hero talents, but like it's just been kind of whatever, man. Like to play WoW anymore. It should be coming back soon. Unfortunate, but hopefully he found another addiction that isn't a WoW, or hopefully he broke the addiction altogether and he just, you know, living a full what's the word here I'm thinking of? Just because okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, but hopefully he's living a full life, I guess. I really don't have another good word for it. Pray for Shadow Priest to my boys. Yo, seriously, Curdy, dude, Curdy keeps coming in every week trying his best, and even if he like outplays the other guy, it doesn't matter. You're Shadow Priest. It's so depressing. Like Blizzard has had some classes being like dumps in PvP. Like Resto Druid and Kata was in a dumps. Rogue Season 1 of Miss Pandaria was in a dumps. It was really bad. Shadow Priest at some points had some really bad seasons, but like right now Shadow Priest is like, why them? Like it's some classes have had some incredibly bad seasons. He's in Guild Wars 2. That's a good game. That's a good one. It has a good PvP that I never got into. It was really hard to dodge mechanic. I'm really bad at that, but a lot of people seem to enjoy it. Shadow Priest feels good in raids when you're allowed to blast, can't really blast in PvP. True. I think at that point they need to readjust Shadow Priest PvP damage to like every time you mind blast, it's like a huge chunk of health. So it's like never let a Shadow Priest cast ever, and then it's like, okay, they don't have to see, but they're like a power cannon. You know, because Demon Hunters are like that. They die in a stun. Shadow Priest don't really die in a stun, but they can. They just die. They don't even die in a stun. What happened to the idea of banning paladins? Is it still on? Yes, it is, Justice. Yes, it is. For the time being, it is still on. Let me see, dude. If I can get Tank in here, I mean, he plays a warrior, so he'll be a little bit like Depresso Expresso about it, unfortunately. Which, I mean, like, I don't blame him, but like, yeah. Let's see. Sword, Var. I don't really have White Var. Actually, I've been trying to invite Var. He's never messaged me back. He just gotta Dota walled me, unfortunately. But also he's a paladin, so this week it won't work super well. But yeah, Shadow Priest, they definitely gotta do something. I've been saying it for a while, man. I've been saying that for a while with Shadow Priest. They gotta figure something out, man. They really gotta figure something out with that class. Like, I like Shadow Priest. They're really cool. The whole voidy thing. I like how they found a way to make Shadow Priest void stuff more, you know, be different than Devour Demon Hunter, because both of them do like the void, except Devour is more like void cosmic space magic blue, while Shadow Priest is the original Azathian tentacles Lovecraftian purple type of spell casting. So I like the overall theme. I like the overall feel in PvE content, but yeah, for PvP they gotta figure something out, man. Like you can't just let them, because they don't even have a high representation in like solos or anything like that. So it's not like you really see a lot of them. It's just depressing, like really depressing. Okay, I don't know. I was gonna message Tutal maybe be like, hey, don't you play one Walker? Do you want to bring that thing? But he removed, so he's doing this stuff. Might just have to wait until Nimbus, unless you guys have a homie you want to invite to these duels that isn't a paladin, and be like, hey, you like doing duels outside of Orgrimmar? Well, join this. Basically, duels outside of Orgrimmar on crack. Raven, I don't think PvPs. A14 first time? Yeah, let's go, dude. I gotta get more keys done this week. Look, I'm in such a precarious situation because I gotta get my alts keys out of the way. I gotta get my video stuff done this week because it's still behind on stuff. Of course I am. I may have a really easy video tonight, although it's a question of do I do an easy video this evening or do like a good video. There's one that's good but maybe shaken up by meta. I decided to delay in case there's going to be tuning this week. I'm kind of hoping the Blizzard kind of keep the tuning as it is right now because I'm kind of liking where classes are, but I'm worried they're going to do like a bunch of nerfs. I didn't proc Purg on a triple pull. Do you know how hard it was? I didn't prog. Wait, Purg? What do you mean? Oh, is that the Blood Decay stuff? Oh, yeah, that is massive, actually. Yeah, normally that is a pretty dangerous pull. Yeah. By your races to retributions. Okay, first of all, retribution paladins aren't a race. So, filibuster. Second, where's justice in this? Justice for paladins, bring back the justice. Bro, the boys said, hey, can we do no paladin games? I was like, okay, we'll try it. And then we're like, this is more fun. Hockey? Oh my god, the boy. The boy. We got a lot of rogues, but it's okay. What else can you do, huh? So we got hockey. Beautiful. We're gonna make die lead. We are set. How you doing, hockey? I hope you're having a wonderful one, man. But while we have no rogues, it's no palas, it's a big rogue lobby now. Kind of have a question. Do you play Augmentation of Ochre? I used to like Augmentation. I used to play quite a decent bit water. I haven't really messed with it since. Like, I don't think I played with it that much in War Within. I played it a lot in Dragonflight. It was real fun. But yeah. But rogues are allowed, sure. Are rogues OP? The problem is we can only ban one class at a time. And if memory serves me correctly, paladins just demolish rogues, eat them for breakfast. Pretty regularly. You know what I mean? So we can only ban one class at a time. But like that means I'm literally putting out a whole like percentage of the population that can join duels. So we gotta fill them with everybody else. Look, that's my reasoning. You don't gotta agree with it. You know what I mean? We can agree to disagree. That is always an option. Is it a 208? Damn it. Okay, well it stopped doing this whole bugging thing, but now I can't tell what number we're on. Ever. Alrighty. Switch. Let's see. We got ourselves. Who's gonna be first up? Sige again, dude. How is Sige just getting like? Is he just like, hey guys, me first, or is he just like rolling super high every single time? Because normally the way we do like the order, we do /roll to find out who's gonna be first. And Krudak again is the rematch that he wanted. Krudak wants to see if he gets a payback. Because so far him and Sige has gotten back and forth. Sige won the first one, then Krudak was able to even it out with both of them slaying each other, drink it out. Krudak with a bunch of damage. Sige trying to see if he can back up out of there, got himself the shifts with a big hunt. It's going to be Krudak with a 4 trying to deny some of that damage, but he's going to end up rolling out. There is going to be a bit of that melee damage. Sige backing up out, trying to see if he can maximize it. Big stun, Void Ray from a distance, chip away damage onto the health of Krudak. Back next to him. Oh my, what is this? I feel like he's about to take him out. Wall. The Krudak may just die. Oh my god, trying to go for a Wi-Fi. Oh my, I don't think he expected for Demon Hunter to literally blink next to him. That range is kind of nuts. Kobeni gonna be up next as a sub-rogue cheap shot. Just a bit of a go onto Sige. Meta is in play. Does he take out the rogue? He might just be able to. Hold on a second. Do you have the movement into a big melee? If you have another shift, unfortunately, Meta does fall off. He still can make something happen with the rogue. He was going to go for a blur, pre-blur on the stun, and backflips on stuns. That's all he can do. He has to land those. Step by the rogue, sap to follow. Unfortunately, I think Sige is going to go down. If Kobeni goes full burst here, kidney shot, no blades. Hold on, is it enough? Is this enough damage though? Kidney shot, I cheap shot right after. Sige is gonna have like no health whatsoever. Short stun, trinket, darkness down. Does the only thing keeping him alive. Trying to get himself some health recovery. Barely at any health. Still doing damage though. The rogue is actually potentially maybe in a little bit of trouble. Cloak Shadows right after. Sige is gonna have to pre-blur this immediately. Cloak Shadows is up. Next stun by the rogue is going to be very, very deadly. Sige needs something, anything. Is going to go for Void Ray. Hitting Kobeni actually gets him so low. Hold on, one single hit. And you have him. You do see the rogue. Hold on. Is that enough though? Rip. Cheap shot. Maybe this is enough. Sige just needs a little more health. Yet another cheap shot by the rogue taking him out. That got a lot closer than I expected it. Is it grenades next? I think it might be grenades. I can't really tell. Normally I'd be able to track him. He's picking up the eye. Unfortunately, the rogue is right behind you. Wait, the eye didn't get picked up. Oh, it's Murky. It's Murky instead. He thought he picked up the eye, but Kobeni is out there camping it. He's out there camping the eye. The other eye is getting picked up. You see him. You see him. He's so staring. He's so focused on the eye. He's so focused on the eye. He's still gonna stab the Murky with a trinket. I don't know if Murky saw him or not. Maybe he saw an image of him or something. But Murky, I think, is just down after that trinket. I don't even know what happened. Kobeni does take advantage of the trinket burn. I think Murky tried to see if he could just have a go. Knowing that Kobeni doesn't have a trinket. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of the sap. I'm gonna bust out of the sap. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna land a stun. But he got the stun first. With Shadow Blades too, because Kobeni did not send Shadow Blades at all against the Devoured Demon Hunter whatsoever, so he had the burst ready at a moment's notice. The Dire is going to be up next though. And he's gonna put the pet to the side. I do like how warlocks do this. They put the pet over to the side to make sure it has a good angle. And from stealth, you can't really stop it. Kobeni has a lot of his burst open or shut down completely. Dia didn't even go for dark pack either. Is gonna be able to go for a hunt. Step by Kobeni, does not go for a kick. Port out for Dia. Is gonna be a lot of dots over in Kobeni together with a pet, constantly doing damage to him. Try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset behind the pillar as I'm caught. Oh, actually, yeah, I am caught in the... Okay, I was caught in the wall for a second. Nice. Normally, I would have the camera follow and track these players, but I can't do it this week. Blizzard broke something. I literally can't do nothing about it. Hunt from around the corner. No procs, unfortunately, for Dia. But it is going to be cloak shadows for Kobeni. Got himself a full reset. No more cloaks. He doesn't have an out anymore. He does have a trinket. Blades in 13 seconds. And maybe he can make something work with blades here. Potentially, man. Potentially. You know what I mean? Waddling over, picking up the eyes. Succubus needs to make sure it's in a good angle. It actually is not in a great spot. Wait, you still do see him. Is you going to be able to knock him out? Gets him a little slow with the Succubus CC right after. That is so well set up. Trinket though. Kobeni is just trying to see if he have himself a go. Mortal Coil with Dia burning a trinket for this one. Try to see if he can get himself another setup. Port of the step. Got himself a couple of insta casts. Kobeni's in a bit of trouble. Shadow Blades is in play. Blind onto the Succubus. I don't know if he's going to be able to get himself a reset. Yeah, at this point, I think maybe killing the Succubus might be the play. He's still trying to see if he can get himself some kind of an out. But Succubus is going to go for that CC around the corner. Yep. Kobeni, however, does plant himself on the ledge, though he's on the corner, and actually his character's not going to move. If you're touching a wall super closely, Succubus might sometimes try to pull you, but it doesn't let your character go anywhere. If you're holding the wall a little too close, he's trying to gouge the Succubus, but it's not going to be enough for him to break out of that combat. It might just have to just do damage to the Succubus. It is backing away. Smoke Bomb. It still catches him. Short though. Very, very short. So it's going to be full kidney shot. Dia won't have an answer here. No Shadow Blades, but it's still going to be a go for Kobeni. Try to see if he can go behind the pillar in case there's an AoE here. With an evasion just to get himself some 20% DR. Mortal Coil is going to connect. Got himself a bit of line inside, but the Haunt is going to eat away at some of that health bar. Kobeni is under a ton of pressure with a Dark Lair around the corner. Cheap shot. One last bit to go. Try to see if he can make some damage happen, but unfortunately, it's going to be instance out of Dia. Sabro can do a lot of damage, but a Warlock is quite tanky. There's not much you can really do about it. Demonic comes right on top of the Succubus. He's like, I know I saw it here, but it's an invisibility for a Succubus. It's not like he can really sap it out in the open. Road, he knows the Succubus. Oh, Smoke Bomb instead. Making sure the Succubus cannot get the opener until full Kingsbane. Stabbing away. Is he going to go for a Death Mark? Does make sure the Succubus gets a couple of poisons on just to make sure it's in out of stealth. And that's going to be a full field with a wall out for Dia. Dia did burn a pretty big defensive though for this one. With Demoniac, Death Mark does get applied, but a Mortal Coil sends him running with more UAs getting stacked up. Cloak and Shadows, Dia is under a ton of pressure. Actually in a very, very bad spot. Might just die to the blade. 17% health. Barely anything to keep him alive. Dark Pack just to try to see if he can deal with the damage of the Death Mark. With the Gateway, trying to predict Demoniac perfectly. Demoniac, maybe Succubus. Succubus needs to get a play right now. Nope. Nope, maybe, the dots, the blades, it's just a lot of damage. There's just not much you can do with a full burst of our grenades. Try to see if we can make a big play. Killing spree, burning right through Demoniac, man, a sheep shot, oh my god! He's trying out the killing spree! It's a good button, I just wouldn't make it a burst button. It's a decent button to press when you got nothing else, but definitely not a burst button. I do wonder if Word is gonna try it too. Outlaw V Outlaw, Trinket blind right now for Word. Got himself a decent set of buffs of Roll the Bones. Trinket out for grenades. Evasion. Word trying to see if he can build up some damage. Also got an evasion of his own. You're just evading that entire killing spree. Is Word trying to see if he can catch up to you. Evasion's up for both rogues. And I think grenades will have the ability to stun Word. Is going to be no Trinket actually. Kidney shot. Does grenades. Prep. Full burst. Got himself a blade rush. Trying to see if he can make some damage happen. Into a disarm. Disarm right after. But they still got pistols. They can still fire at one another. They don't need weapons. These Outlaw Rogues don't need weapons. Where is going to be able to get himself an opener? Sap, as the grenades does not go for a re-stealth. A drone rush to make sure he gets himself a proper go between the eyes. Can he go for a kidney shot? Killing spree, but a gouge stops it. Is going to be pre-famed for grenades. Blind. He's just going for a full reset, boys. 20 bones by Taco, my man. Oh my god. You know what time it is. All right, man. We'll send him there. We'll send him literally to heaven. And grenades does end up taking out Where. Unfortunate. Taco, thank you so much, my guy. 20 bones, I appreciate you, man. Extremely generous of you, boys. Hopefully you guys brought sunglasses for the next arena. We have to send you into the blinding arena. Asunara, at this point, that's probably not a trinket, man, is it? Never trinket rogue sap. I don't know what's happening. It must be some kind of like a macro thing, right? It's gotta be some kind of a macro. because I see to play survival. There's got to be some kind of a macro thing. Cloak of Shadows for grenades. Asanora does get disarmed for just a second. IBF is in play. Grenades, trying to see if you can build up a decent bit of damage. Good buff. But it's going to be a big size. You got to make sure you got something in order to live it. Kidney shot, you need some kind of an out, maybe, or just commit the damage. Maybe this is more than enough. Gouge for just a second. The rogue trying to back up out of there. I think you do play it safe. I think you do have to play it safe. You got to vanish in case he needs to, so you can go for vanish sheep shot in case he wants to. Sap instead. He just needs just a little bit more. Asanora, I don't know if you got a death pack. No, would be the best time to use it. If you do have it, roll the bones. Got himself a not the best buff, but it's okay. I don't think you may even need the buff. Here, go for kidney. I think you go for a kidney. Does go for advantage just to give himself a little bit more health. Between the eyes, is it going to be enough? Evasion for a second. Coup de grace does take it. The Outlaw Rogues are running amok right now. These Outlaw Rogues are running amok, dude. Blasting people out of the way. Love the killing spree, man. Gotta love it. Hell yeah. Let's get ourselves another one going. Gonna send you guys into literal heaven. Thanks to Taco Pounder. Thank you, Taco. I really do appreciate ya. I really do appreciate you, man. 210, I think it is. Ready? All right. Yeah, all good, Jake Ball. You're doing good, my guy. Honestly, you're doing fine. Grenades. I think you're right. Yeah, you have to. So the thing is, killing spree. You don't even need to get a big killing spree. You get it for the proc. I personally never use killing spree as part of my big burst. I actually spend a lot of it into between the eyes, but like once you can't use between the eyes, you just go for trickster killing spree. It's really good. You think you cancel the distance, seeing procs and sec? Yeah, it is really, really good. Honestly, even if you do it at one column point as a finisher, it's fine. Honestly, yeah. Even in PvE, you don't really play it too much. Quartz, let me know if you're good, by the way. Okay, after the stream, I'm probably going to be either working on a video or getting some old stuff out of the way. Maybe Sunday or Monday might be the best days, Boris, for me to try to like do some keys and push. This will probably be the best days for me. Because tonight, like, I'm going to be done by 8, and potentially I'm in a raid at 8 because it did run this mythic void. What's it called? Void Storm? Void, I forget the raid. The void one. The first raid. There's 3 raids this season, man. It's crazy. Void Spire. That's the one. I ran with this group, and they were like, hey, do you want to come in tomorrow and get under the boss? I'm like, if I'm around. And they're going to be doing it around 8 PM EST, and that's about when I'll be ending the stream. So, wait, what arena do I want to do? Wait, what is it called? 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 WoW Arena Names Wiki. Wikipedia? Wikifandom? I don't even know which one is the right one. It is going to be, Domain expansion. Here we go. I can never remember that arena name, bro. It's just, you can't, like, if you would tie me and torture me and tell me what is the name of that arena, I'm gonna bleed out on the torture room floor. I'm dead. You might as well just, you might as well write my eulogy at that point. Ooh, Bornaki. I like some Fist Weaver. Windwalker action. I gotta stop, man. But at the same, but I think I'm probably too early. Fix it up. Yeah, just make sure you don't have any macros in trinket, and never trinket a sap. Now ban rogues and put paladin. Hold on, let me see what Justice said, because he was like complaining earlier. Let me read your complaints. What's happening up in a paladin? But rogues allowed, sure. But rogues, 6 rogues in arena. That's gonna be 6 people in stealth, not play at all. Did this rogue stealth, man? Did they not play? Now ban rogues and put paladins. Justice, shut up, bro. Shut up. Just shut it, bro. You don't even play these games, man. Just kick back, enjoy games, bro. That's all you gotta do. You wanna watch paladins play? Join the EU games where they have paladins, man. I am tired of people. I'm tired of that, dude. I'm not gonna deal with it. Which. Literally, I'm just done, bro. I am done. Constructed edition's bugged? Yeah, CD tracking is a little bit weird, Monk. It is a little weird. It is a little weird. Hopefully, it's not so bad for you guys. I think it's the 5V5 format that's a little bugged. Because I don't think even Blizz UI is made for it. But do your very best, man. That's all you can do. Get in the shot. Krudak is going to be immediate leg sweep. Immediate trigger to follow grenades with an evasion. Krudak might be in a bit of a weird spot. Does go for an in cap. Won't be able to go for leg sweep. Trying to see if he can stay on top of the rogue. Evasion is going to be helpful. Disarm, not going to be able to go for Fist of Fury, but still Monk has access to his legs. Fist, but also his Hellbar might just have to go for her. Oh my god, I didn't realize grenades were just going to use the stun TR with how short they are. Just go for a quick banish, cheap, and then I think also prep too. So I think he might have sent a lot of cooldowns just now. And it looks like Word's going to be off next. He's trying to give him a bit of an honorable deal, but he's like, you know what? No stealth. We're outlet v outlet, dude. Pistol here and up. Kidney shot. Oh my god, they're trying to pass each other. Kidney lands. Just from it after. Blind to follow him. Does Word pop out of this one? And grenades, I think he's just going to try to play cheap shot. Kidney killing spree. Kidney shot. He's not going to take too much damage. I don't know if he pre-fainted this. If he did, then it's perfect. It is going to be that killing spree. Got himself Blade Roar just as you see if he can fight through him. Unfortunately, killing spree. If we disarm killing spree, the shots stop firing. Even though you're shooting with pistols, apparently you can get a main hand for that. Well, I don't know if Cloak is going to be enough. This where grenades need something, anything, grappling out. The other guy's going to catch him. Oh, the pistol shot went through. I didn't even see the actual land of the bullet, but he saw the bullet was in pass and didn't chip. And nice for a second. Cheap shot. We're charging in. Do you have prep? You do have killing spree. It's going to enable some damage. Gouge for a second. Is it Hockey? It is Hockey. Try to see if you make that damage happen. I like Hockey running around with swords. Try to go for damage with the Kingsbane. Disarm immediately. Where with the Cloak of Shadows, try to see if you can stop a lot of the damage with an evasion. Kidney shot. Hockey does go for a trinket. Kidney shot back into Word though. Do you go for the death mark with all the dots? That's the question. Do you go with all the dots? Because I think eventually the Outlaw Rogue is going to win the game with consistent damage. The Blades are doing well. Evasion out for Hockey. That's going to be Word backing up out of there. But the Blades are in favor of Hockey because Hockey can't show reset. We're trying to deny the reset. Jumping into smoke bomb, gouge for a second, and unfortunately the Blades do take him out. The problem with Word there, he needed to get back in, and he did it correctly. You would think, like, why is that rogue running back in to get bled out by the assassination rogue? He has to. He literally has to. You know why? Because otherwise those dots are just going to keep him out of stealth. But the other guy's going to be able to catch stealth since Outlet doesn't have any dots. Sap does end up landing that kick right next to the rogue. Put it in combat, but he's still going to be able to get a proper opener with a cheap shot. Bleeds, try to see if he can outrun him in cap. Hockey does not have a trinket, so I think it might just be light. Especially the Monk just goes in all in, try to make some damage happen. Hockey, no health, no lecture from the Monk. He just needs one good hit. Zap him, something, anything. Does go for the zap for the bandages. Gouge to follow. Does Hockey have anything? He got Kingsbane, trying to outrun it as best as possible. The Monk with the double roll. Jab. Oh, Tiger Palm. Technically, they're not jabbing anymore. They do use Tiger Palm. I keep calling it a jab, man. I'm so used to the monks from Pandaria when they had the base ability for builders as the jab ability, where they just hit with their hand, like an unarmed attack. Tiger Palm was a completely different button back then. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, Tiger Palm was what gave him like a buff to bypass 30% of enemies' armor. And then at some point they just made Tiger Palm the button to build resources. And then just basically took the job of jab. Born is just gonna go for a sleep. So is Daya. Wait a second, are the both for real? Okay, Too Tall will be down to join an Evoker. That'll be very, very interesting. Can Evokers even compete? Hopefully. Murky. It's not Murky, right? He's just out here roaming, right? He's just looking. Hopefully. It is gonna be Succubus CC. Daya does not want to run behind that pillar. I know it's Layson. I know it's you, man. I know it's you. I know it's you, my guy. Yeah, this is why I was saying earlier, like, man, would have loved a Paladin, but Too Tall, can't join. Yeah, I am aware. How, you know what? Don't even answer me. I am interested to see if Evoker is any good at duels. Because previously they were in a really rough spot, but like, I mean, the Devourer or Demon Hunter can do well with like limited healing. I guess their healing has gotten better. It still is very, very limited. I'm wondering if Evoker can also just slam. Succubus trying to see if he can land it. He does get the corner, so Daya is going to have to go around the pillar, try to see if he can get himself a better angle. But now I think it might be an opportunity maybe for the Monk to close the gap. He's playing it super, super safe. I think that is the correct way. Just go for Vivifies while he's got it. Infernal dropping in, so it's going to be a lot of damage out for the Warlock. And this is where the Monk just doesn't want to fight it whatsoever. It's going to pour it on top of a Mortal Coil. Do you have to line the side? Got to make sure you got yourself a good angle. Bolt does connect. This is going to do a decent bit of damage, but Born, it doesn't want to fight it whatsoever. That is going to be Succubus pulling from behind the pillar. It's going to be, oh, go trinket port in cap. This is where Born, I think, is going to have to make a play. Leg sweep on some of those pets. The Succubus will not be able to land you. What is that intro, by the way? That was immediate. What in the world? Wall. Intro Karma to reverse the damage. Just slamming Soulfire with Chaos Balls back to back. Daya might be in a bit of trouble. Wall keeping him alive here. Born was able to reverse a lot of the damage into the Karma. Backed up out of there as soon as the Karma isn't able to reverse any more damage. And he's gonna go for an interrupt onto the succubus just to get more fights. The succubus is gonna go for another CC. That is gonna be asleep onto the succubus, breaking that CC. What is that, dude? The monk is playing the succubus. He's controlling like it's a healer. He's literally getting 2v1 between the warlock and the succubus, and he's doing such a good job maintaining himself. Actually kind of wild. Unfortunately for monks, these 5v5s, they barely do anything. Succubus is in a position. Try to see if he can pull you out of there. Quick in cap, you might be able to go behind like a pillar. Is going to actually charge right in. Leg sweep to follow. Unfortunately, Succubus can still stop you. Big burst is coming through either way. Try to make some damage happen. Dai doesn't have a lot of defenses. Soulfire is going to help him at least establish something. Mortal Coil helps him potentially get more damage. Bolt, maybe enough. 40% for the monk. Chunk down to 90%. More proc damage. Stun around the corner. 9% health in that Motherboard range. Try to see if he can afford. Try to get whatever healing he can. Infernal dropping in 30% health. Try to roll over, but unfortunately, literally the skies themselves open up and slammed out onto the monk. The remnants of Sargeras himself just fire off from a planet. Nihilum, I think it is. Nihilum, pretty sure. Just a bolt of just fire and hell and just hellstorm. Nothing you can do about it. Too hard. It is very hard. Yeah, for monk, warlock is a tough one. 100%. I agree with you on that. I'm not sure what was that gateway swap with Demoniac. Unfortunately, Demoniac did not get any value. He's trying to see if he can catch up to Daya. He just sees a bit of dots. He's got him fully dotted, actually. Death Pact and everything. Hold on, Kingpin was used. Daya is under a ton of pressure. He might be able to get himself a little bit of health. He needs a port. I think that's all he can do is port. Ported. I don't think like Garrote even silenced him anymore. I think he's completely GR'd. Succubus needs to get a good angle. Succubus is in a good spot. Kidney, you're tricking it anyway to try to run, but unfortunately, there's only so much you can do. Unfortunately, Murky is up next. Also, why is my chat part of the UI showing up on the bottom left? I'm so sorry. Look, those are messed up the UI for duels. There's only so much I can do, man. Only so much I can do. I'm trying my very, very best, bro. At this point, it's scuffed. You know what I mean? It's scuffed. Sap out for Demoniac. Murky picking up the eye. He at least has a trinket, so you could turn around with Demoniac, who also has a trinket. Trinket, blind. Murky is going to be able to get himself a go. Shadow stack. Trinket immediately for Demoniac. Murky with full burst. Try to see if he makes some damage happen. Doesn't have Death Mark, but he does have a Kingsbane. That's going to do a lot of damage. Murky is going to try to see if he can stay on him. Cheap shot yet again. Murky got evasion with cloak. So he's actually going to be able to live a lot of the damage. Evasion out for Demoniac. Murky needs another stun. I think the next stun might be winner. Murky may need to go for a vanish here just to give himself a bit of a breather. Get himself a little bit more health. Vanish out for Demoniac for a second. Murky does go for a vanish. Next stun wins. Next stun dead. Unless Demoniac goes for blind. Oh, never mind. Doesn't even need a stun. Stab big and Venom taking out the other rogue. Doesn't even give him a chance. With Sage as the last one left. Slowly waddling. I think he's trying to give him a proper honorable match here. Yeah. We haven't seen one of these in a while, man. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. You gotta love an honor duel, man. You gotta love an honor duel. I wish I could move the camera a little bit slower. You know, I never really get to see these mounts move from like you know, player eye view. Actually, you gotta appreciate some of the animations of them. Gotta appreciate some of those animations. That mount, when it moves, it looks heavy. Kind of sick, actually. Kind of sick, not gonna lie. It looks like Sage is gonna let him get the opener. That's gonna be full. Dots are available. Demonic can actually get himself a fantastic opener. Trinket or Sage immediately. Try to see if he can have himself a go. Kidney shot. That's gonna be all the dots. Sage is gonna have to use everything to live. And if you can go for a meta, the earlier the better. That's gonna help you heal. Going for a melee damage. Big hunt. Cloak of Shadows for Demoniac. Try to see if you can stop some of the damage. You still have a big hunt at the very least. And that's going to be slow onto Demoniac. Sage needs to make sure he's got himself a big go. Backflips may be necessary here for the next stun lock combo. Backflip early in case there's going to be stun. Meta, you have to have a go now. Knockdown, do you have a stun to follow? Big burst. Demoniac isn't going to have enough. Needs to stun him right now, but no, the Demon Hunter charges through and does take him out. Picking up whatever health he can with Asanara. Oh, never mind. Cross skill. The rogue does pick up a kill from death. He lands one. Demoniac with 3 on that one. My God. He's like, you know what? I'm going out, but it's okay. I just gotta make sure he's low enough. Taking him out from the dead. The rogue is full of vengeance, bro. Man, yo, what's up, Connor? How you doing, my man? Let's get another go, boys. Alright, Boris and Quartz, let me know when you guys are good to go. If you need more bodies, let me know, because Sutal will be down. Tutorial side. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect to find, man. Class at all, maybe just make a roll allow each team to have one. So with hockey, I'm not against that either. It just I asked a chat like a couple of weeks ago if you wanted a full ban on paladins, and the boys on an A said yes. And since then, NA duels have been a little more lively. I'm not even kidding you. NA duels have been more lively. So as long as they're fine with the ban, I'm fine with the ban. Honestly, Daya, we got a spot. Too tall, we can get you in here. Beautiful. I'll list the group up, Molten Core, and you can join up. Here we go. Listed, too tall, you're in. But no, yeah, hockey, I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Too hard to take no damage. They don't keep you from playing Apex Talents. Exactly, dude. Insta kick from me playing Apex. Apex Legends. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wait, we need two bodies. We need two bodies. So 10, 11, 11. Also, Justice, I don't know if he's still in chat. Bro, like, this guy's complaining about Pally ban. Where were you when we banned Rogues in Dragonflight? Where were you when we banned Pharaohs in Shadowlands? Where were you? What is that one song? What was that one song? No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Nope. I was about to make a joke, but I don't think I have a good joke. Too tall. More than welcome to join. Need to. I gotta run queue. Yeah, thanks so much for coming by, Grenade. Appreciate you, man. Always fun having you here. Let's see if we can slice it. Yeah, lace it on the slice it. I like it. I like it. Who else can I invite, man? Because we did lose a rogue. So maybe we could fill it with another rogue now, technically. Hockey is in. Jay is on, but I don't think JP. Oh, he does PvP, but I don't think he's ever done duels. Tezzeret maybe. This is Ullaman. Okay, we need one boss. We'll need a body. If you're gonna join us, you're more than welcome to. No Paladinos. I think I peeked there. You got a 15 win runner? God damn. Crazy. Wow, you actually healed a lot. Wait, what is the shaman there for? You literally out. Why is it? What is the shaman doing? Is the rest of shaman just like damaging? That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. Wow, I didn't realize Blood DK has that much healing. I do think that Blood DK healing is still a problem because like the healer is pretty much useless, right? Healer is literally useless with a Blood DK. I mean, I guess he's there to heal the other group members, but damn. When the world was ending, it was gonna be a South Park joke. It was gonna be a South Park joke. I'm pretty sure. It was some like they were trying to do, I forget the episode, but it was like some kind of episode where they had this like country artist who kept like starting a song with "Where were you?" and then adding some BS at the end. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be some kind of like a Night 11 type of a song that they were playing around with as a joke. The Twin Towers type of thing. I could be wrong. I thought it was I thought I would depress the song first. I mean, I guess it is depressing if you're like. That's kind of depressing because I'm pretty sure it was a song about 9/11. So yeah, pretty sure that counts as depressing. But yeah, I was gonna make a joke, but I was like, how does that even go? I don't remember the line. I don't remember. Yeah, and I just gotta stop myself halfway through. Come on, get in here, my guy. Get in here, my man. Also, did anybody get those shard things for PvP? I haven't gotten a single one, dude. I've been queuing a bunch. I haven't gotten a single one to upgrade my weapons. Actually depressing. I spammed so many twos, man. Yeah, what you could do a good duel? Hell yeah. So Hockey Murky. Oh, it was both. Okay. So I'll make Conan lead then. That's what we'll do. We'll make Conan lead. Here we go. Boris is ready. And we got Conan the Barbarian here. Is Conan with 2 N's or 1 N? I don't want to send you guys into domain. What do we want to do? Okay, 1 N. I think that works. Now we're South Park, but I played the first 2 games at least. You've never seen South Park? Wait, is that real? Really? I mean, I guess maybe like in UK, South Park isn't that popular. I imagine like, I guess it would be the same as me saying, I've never seen Doctor Who. So it's probably in that field of like, well, everybody can watch Doctor Who. Everybody's seen the originals, right? So I gotta redo. Wait, what happened, Boris? What happened, man? Join the group and what? To go into solo queue? Okay. That's probably what happened. Yeah, I'm serious. Okay. Well, I'm serious too. All right, we're gonna need Boris a sec. No, it might have worked. For some reason, it worked. Somehow, some way, it worked. But yeah, Boris, all good. What in the world was this camera angle? That was sick, dude. I didn't even do anything with that camera. That's the whole pan from the sky downwards. That was cool, actually. That was actually so sick. I wish I did that purposefully. I wish I did that myself, but apparently, I didn't. What in the world? That was so cool. Okay, we're gonna do this. Switch. Team Boris pretty sure is gonna be missing a guy, but that's okay. They're gonna have to play as a 1-man. You know what? Boris so far, Demoniac has been just absolutely rocking his assassination. Even though the spec got 0 buffs this week, he's still doing really well. We got ourselves over for the team 1. You can barely see that, but I'll try to see if you can peer through the grates here. We got us as Murky, we got us as Sidge, we got Flies and Lathan on the Evoker playing Og. Og is allowed. I don't really know what Og does in duels, but Og is allowed for the time being. Hockey, as well as Coden. No, for the other team, we got ourselves a squad of 4. Where we got us a Demonia, Krudak, we got ourselves Asanar as well. One of you guys is gonna have to be first. It looks like possibly the Monkas versus Flyson or Sidge. It looks like one of those two. Flyson? Looks like it is Flyson first up. Looks like it is Flyson. I am interested how augmentation works. Because previously it was really good for duels. It could do really well. It's gonna go for a deep breath. No stun off deep breath, so it looks like it's part of his burst though. Upheaval. He's got himself the extra evoker. Root on his roll, trying to see if he can go for breaths. He needs a bunch of eruptions over on the side if he wants to get a lot of damage. Do those do a lot of damage? Try to see if he can pump it. He's doing decent damage. Big knockup by that extra evoker. He's got a bloody evoker. Just continuing to do damage. Sleep off of that burst. He still got burst into a karma right after. Second evoker continuing to pump damage into another sleep as the evoker found the monk super low on health. Just need to slow him down. He sees a little bit of damage. Looks like he's gonna have to play it super slow, super steady until he's got himself another hover and maybe a big knockup off of it. Time skip. Just gonna reset his whole set of buffs. Might be enough for him to get another big go. I think with that deep breath is backup unavailable, so you should have the biggest burst possible. Got up some shields with a bit of that burst as well. Sleep to follow. Does he have a setup? Because he's gonna have to play around setups. Does have might with fire breath. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect. Root is gonna be there though. Got himself eruptions to follow up. Instacast as well. Krudak has taken a decent bit of damage unless he goes for line of sight or CC. Lexip is gonna be a knockup. Flyson finds himself very low. Actually, cheat down for a second. Got himself a wall, but unfortunately, touch and death does take him out with Sidge up next, trying to make sure Krudak does not escape. Krudak needs as much healing as possible. He can't really do much. I don't know if he got Ring of Peace, anything at all whatsoever. Got himself a bit of damage, but unfortunately, those sweeps from the Devoured Demon Hunter is going to be a lot. Where is going to be up next? Sidge does find him. Should be able to deny the rogue a proper opener. No shadow steps by this version of the rogue. He's going to go for the sight to make sure he sees the rogue either way. Just to make sure he's got himself always in line of sight. Is going to go for a movement with shift around the pillar. Landing that slow. The rogue is going to have to go for a grapple. Never mind. Blade Rush actually charged past him. I don't know if he meant to do it, but that's perfect for the Devoured Demon Hunter. Rogue closing the gap. Is going to back up out of there into a big burst. Metamorphosis in play. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows. Try to see if he can wait. Root onto a Word for just a second. Do you have any follow-up damage? If you got any big follow-ups, this would be huge right now. Word did burn a Cloak of Shadows. Does he have a kidney shot here? Back flipping out of there is going to be Killing Spree instead. Trying to see if he can make some damage happen, but he can't catch up. Cheap Vanish to follow with a cheap shot trinket by the Demon Hunter. We're still in a lot of trouble. He's going to go for a trinket, but it's going to be a big hunt to connect with a raid taking him out. Unfortunate for the rogue. But Sidge so far is able to go from one to the next. The Outlaw Rogue ain't too bad for Devoured Demon Hunter. Ain't too bad with Asanar going to be up next. He's going to go for a bit of that range damage from afar. Breath immediately. He's going to go for a grip. Warrior for Demon Hunter. He's going to have to do something defensively here. As soon as he sees a bit of burst out of the Asanar, backing up out of there. While Pillar's active, he's going to play super defensive. Got himself another Void Blade into a bit of additional damage. AMS, the only thing keeping him alive, keeping him afloat here for now. But as long as you can break through AMS, you'll be a-okay. Got himself those shifts to give himself more shielding. Anytime he uses that movement skill, it's going to give him at least a little bit of survivability. And does still have another consume with Demoniac last up there, trying to see if he can ward him, but immediately hits him with an eye beam. He thought he was going to give him the honorable match, not happening. Metamorphosis immediately trying to go for a big burst. Is he going to get himself with the angle? Looks like he's not going to be able to go for that melee hit, unless he can shift. Try to see if he can get it. Eye beam unfortunately doesn't connect. Stun on that step, which is so perfect. Trinket out for Demonic. Try to see if he can end it right here. Death mark, everything available. Cheap shot to follow. I think he does have switch down with those dots. Is going to be able to take it. Now it's up to Demoniac. Can an Assassination Rogue bring it all the way home? Also, I do miss being able to actually like follow the characters, because I used to be able to see you guys' mogs. I can't see you guys' mogs now. You know what I mean? I can't appreciate all of these mogs. They're all so good looking. So good. No trigger for Demoniac, so he's gonna have to play it very, very safely. Actually, I don't even know if you realized he was trailing Murky there for a second. Eyes are available for either side, and it looks, actually no, just for one side. So maybe Murky might be in a, where did Murky go? Hard to track you guys when I'm just flitting the camera. Let's keep all of you like in my line of sight. It's so hard to tell where you guys are sometimes. But he's in an okay spot. It's not an amazing spot if Demoniac picks up the eye. The problem with Demoniac does not have a trinket. He's trying to see if he can play defensively as a rogue. He can't be the one getting opened up on. He needs to be the one making the opener and then being able to counter the next one. He needs to have the advantage in this situation, because if he's behind for any reason, he's going to be in a rough spot. Murky trying to see if he can find him. Sap in the middle of the Demoniac is going to be able to get the opener. Murky is in a position where he could trinket. Demoniac still without a trinket. Kidney shot. Kingsbane is in play. Trinket, blind. I don't know if you follow up with the Cloak of Shadows. Shadow Strike, cheap shot. You just have a go. Shadow Blades, everything is available. Make sure you get yourself airtight burst. Went in for damage. The Demoniac does reset with a blind. Evasion immediately. So Demoniac, as long as he got dots on the Murky, he'll be okay. Yet another cheap shot. That's going to be last stun for Murky. Cloak for Demoniac, try to stop some of that shadow damage, building calm points. Dots are in. He does go for the step. Managed to follow. Subtlety doesn't have any dots anymore. So that is actually a huge disadvantage for the sub-rogue. His goal is going to be found out because of the blaze. Assassination actually has a leg up on his subtlety, which is, I think, the first time we've had that in a long, long while. Maybe since like Rasa? Pretty sure Mutilate Rogue was the better option. That was the last time Assassination they had a massive go. Kidney shot with some bleeds. Murky's in a bit of a rough spot. Dots are cursing through him. Midas died to the dots. Sipika barely keeping him alive at 50% health, but still the dots are putting him in a rough spot. He's unable to really level out and stabilize. If there's still Rupture and Garrote on him, 3% health, barely escaping a Garrote. It is over. It is over. When you're too low on health and those dots, the rest of the duration of those dots is more than whatever is left over the health bar. It just immediately executes him with a sudden demise. So the battlefield already littered with a couple of bodies. Demoniac still is out here trying to see if he can get himself a play, and it looks like Hockey Shadow is going to be up next. Assassin versus Assassin, but Demoniac this time has eyes, or has trinket. Eyes are available for either side. Demoniac is only lacking defenses, but that may not even matter. Does Hockey see him? Sap. Hockey with a trinket. Demoniac has a trinket as well, so Hockey's going to be put in a rough spot. Demoniac needs to play this very, very carefully. Hockey does not go for an opener. I think he was trying to see if he can get himself a restyle. Disarm for disarm. Both rogues are building comp points off of each other. Demoniac does an advantage for a second. Does get a dot into a Hockey with a full kidney. All bursts available. Do just go for death mark. Yep. Hockey can maybe Cloak of Shadows and try to see if he can make something happen. Cloak got him some sprint, but he's still just rotting down. Those bleeds are too much. I think it's just over. Sippy Cup at 35% dampening ain't gonna help. Conan is the last one left over for the team one. As an arms warrior, Demoniac did end up burning a lot of offensives, but defensively he's doing kind of okay, at least as far as evasion is concerned. So for Conan, he's gonna have to pick up eyes. It is only on the far side that he can really go for. Demoniac, I think, is going to try to go for the bleed strategy. Conan is going to have to be very aggressive here. Immediate kidney shot out by Demoniac. Conan with a trinket parry right after. Trying to stop some of that damage, is going to get a stun. You got to get some bleeds onto Demoniac and try to slow him down, get yourself a big demolish. That's all you can do. Unless you're not a demolish warrior. Maybe he's the Blaze Storm one, the Slayer. I don't know what meta for warriors in right now. Pretty sure they're still demolish, even though they massively nerf demolish. Blind off of that burst. Does Demoniac go for a stun? He does not. Just breaks out of it. Leap by the warrior. Catches up to him. Disarm for just a second. Blaze Storm. If the warrior rogue was going to go for any kind of CC, they just couldn't be able to do anything at this point. Does go in and get himself a good setup, because that's Avatar. Dots are in for Demoniac. He got a Kingsbane. Just going to let the dots do a little bit of work. Do you have another leap? Or are you just out for now? Reflect to try to see if he can dampen some of that nature damage. Eyes are available still. I think Conan may potentially be going for the eyes. Maybe the play for you, honestly. trying to find the rogue, but he's just gonna be elusive. He's gonna always get the opener. Yeah, Conan still has no, doesn't have a trinket. I was gonna say technically he does have a trinket. He just only used a human racial. Got roped by the rogue, building up those comp points. Wants to land a kidney shot, lands it either way. And I think the dots, unless Conan does something right here, he's gonna go down. Conan, unless you get everything, send out all, rallying cry, every defensive, anything you got, any kind of damage you got left. This is your last chance, I think. Unless you can go maybe for a leap. It's gonna be another cheap shot. I think with those dots, he just secures the victory. Unless he gets himself big damage. No, Demoniac just takes him out. All the blades, all the dots. Assassination Rogue just completely takes him out. That's rough. That's rough. Let's get a Demoniac a 5th. Even though I don't think they really need a 5th. They did pretty well as a 4-man. Let's get him a 5th real quick. Let's get a +1. 4v5, by the way. Yeah, they did really good. They did do really, really good. Assassination bleeds in 1v1s are still brutal by the looks of it. Still very, very strong. It looks like the buffs that Blizzard did for Assassination for PvP are good enough, apparently. There's a lot of rogues that were, what is it? Asking, what's it called? They were asking if, this guy's spamming. Oh, yeah, code selling. This guy just keeps spamming in /yell chat. Dude, just more sending me. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Demon Hunters are pretty interesting right now. Pretty interesting. Conan, let me know if you still got 5. And Boris, let me know if you still got 5. Or if you got 5. Because I know you guys are going to look for +1. For having me. I'll train harder to be the lock. Go for it, man. Go for it. We're okay here. Beautiful. 4 out of 5. Okay. I want to see if I can maybe... who else can invite? Because I'm pretty sure I went through my entire BNet list of everybody that's on for the day. Try to get you guys groups. If Chicago is on, then maybe you could get him in, but I mean, I also got paladins. That's like the only other thing I have is a lot of paladins. A lot of paladins everywhere, right? So like, what am I supposed to do? What is your name? Dwarf paladin named Fat Gooter. My God, bro. Bro. Oh my God. I'm so tired of the word gooner. I'm so tired of like the memes of the past like year or two. Can we just be done with it? Can we go back to like 2017? Can we go back to 2007, bro? Like, Jesus. I think it all started like I normally I don't really give a damn about like the lingo that Zoomers are using, but bro, it's gotten bad. I feel like I've never really paid attention to it until 6-7. Which to me is just like, bro, we had so many other good number memes in the past. And then 6-7, really? Literally not most nonsensical thing in the world. Like, it's like a pumpkin spice latte of memes. It's depressing. I got scanned, featured joined as a 14 and the group is dog. No! You know what? At this point, just be like, oh, this isn't a 14. Or this isn't a 15, guys. What the hell? And then just run it out the clock. 6-7 memes still blows my mind. How is that even funny? The problem is, after 6-7, anything that followed that got worse and worse and worse. It's not even funny. Like previously, like Riz, right? I wasn't there for Riz, but I was like, okay, I could see how that came up, right? I didn't start to pay attention to any of it until 6-7. Until 6-7, when I was like, I got like plugged in. I was like, wait a second, what in the world? And then since then, Gooner in particular also got worn out really fast, real quick. The people don't get comment. I hate brain rots. Dude, brain rot has been around since ever, right? If you, I'm gonna show my age here, but bro, if you know the fire my laser, the troll face, shit back in the day, right? I'm sound old, bro, but man, that was the original brain rot. It was at least like, it had at least a reason, except for fire my laser. It was just like animation type of thing. It was, what is it called? Newgrounds. Newgrounds spawned a lot of it. The most nonsensical stuff, yeah. Do it for the Vines. Vines was okay. Old internet, best internet. Old internet at least had like a reason to it. You could trace a reason why something became funny or a meme. You could at least trace it to something. There was a spawn point. 6-7 is just like, I don't know. Really isn't much to it. The lore is thin. You know what I mean? It's the lore. I think is the problem with me is the lore, lack of lore. At least 21 was kind of funny. 21 at least had a lore to it. It wasn't like, again, the deepest, but it was funny. There's a video of it at least, right? Somebody doing something stupid and it sounded funny. That's all it took. It doesn't take a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, brain rot is always going to be around. I feel like it's just going to be, as long as internet exists, brain rot is always going to be there. But at some point I just like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't hit the same. It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't give you the dopamine. Not anymore. We're told, I've seen The Boys, the deep posts. I've seen him say dumb things. I haven't watched The Boys since what? I watched the first 2 seasons. It fell off for me. It was good for like the first few seasons, and then I just like, I think it was season 3, if not season 2, that it fell off. I forget. I think it was season 3, but it just wasn't as good. And then I just haven't watched since. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna watch The Boys. It's just kind of just the Deep saying shower thoughts. Deep is at least funny. Yeah, the Deep is at least funny. What I don't like about The Boys though, it's not even The Boys. It's just the problem is a lot of the media around that. It's like, oh, let's go for the superhero edgy thing, right? So you have Omni-Man, you have The Boys, and then it's like, oh, nihilism, let's go. And it's just like, at some point I just see too many shows with nihilism as like the theme. And I'm like, this is written by some dumbass millennial. Like, it's just so, oh my God. It's written by the same people that find jokes about, guys, student loans, right guys? Haha. I hate it. I despise it with a passion. It's not writing. It is trash. It's garbage. The problem is nihilism, but it's postmodernism. I hate it all. I hate postmodernism. There, I said it. I hate it. The whole line of thought. It's awful, bro. It's awful. I actually have a friend. She's pretty nihilistic, honestly. I mean, she has had a rough life. I'll say that. She's had it a little rough. But damn, the postmodernism, nihilism shit. I can't, bro. I can't. I can see why people say it starts in college, though. I had a couple of teachers that's like, oh, okay, well, if I take more of her classes, or his classes, their classes, I could see myself going down that path. But I was in IT. You don't really see too much of that. But ethics to information technology, that was the class where I was like, okay. Bro, I was like, okay. And let me tell you, like, it's a stereotype, bro. Blue hair. like what? Majors of the boys of the Homelander can, at any point, can leave a character and end it, but he doesn't. The story dragged on for too long. Well, I think the whole the boys thing and the whole the thing about him, like in the vacuum, the storyline of him just being like an insecure, like because he's had a fucked up past, right? So the whole like insecurity of it all, right? Without fame and fortune, like what else does he really have? Why did a torch just disappear? Why does this respawn? Like this torch just respawned out of here. Is that normal? Is there a reason for that? Wait, I swear to God, there was a torch here like this and it just despawned. Huh? Augermore? I don't understand what that was about. Bro, what? I swear I saw a torch. I think I'm losing my mind. But yeah, I think in a vacuum it's fine. But yeah, if it goes on for that long. Yeah, the boys I feel like could have ended by like what? They could have got an ending by season 3, maybe 4. I don't remember. I need to get away from Bob's lo-fi beats. Make it really sad. I wish I was subscribed. Bro, I listen to lo-fi beats of not WoW, or not on any games. I just listen to like morning and evening rain lo-fi. I listen to that shit all the time. It's usually the track I listen to when I'm like working. I like lo-fi. It helps you focus. But yeah, no, it could definitely get sad depending on which kind of lo-fi you listen to. My brother works in director photography for big movies, now for Netflix, and he says writing is good to share the right novels for second viewing. Bro, it is. Yeah, no, I feel like you don't even need to be like You don't even need to be somebody that's like, first of all, it's awesome that your brother works in that. Hopefully he's still getting a lot of work and stuff. But damn, yeah, you don't even need to be like a professional to see that the writing has got a shit, bro. Netflix used to have good shit. But then again, Netflix never had originals, to be honest. Netflix usually let somebody else do an original and they just put it on there. But yeah, Netflix doing the stuff themselves. They're like, oh, people like us, therefore let's make some content. No, they just like the content you put up on there. They don't like you, they just don't like what you show on the service. How about you stick to that, huh? Too big for the britches, honestly. I don't even say the word britches, but that's like the best way to put it. I think Jake would appreciate that one. On a torture animation, seriously, bro, he just straight up secure to me. Mark, I made a steak. It's another stupid brain out thing. Mark, I made a steak. Really? I haven't seen Mark, I made a steak. I don't like you. Hey, I don't like you. I just like who you hang out with. I don't know that one either. Yeah. Yeah, Netflix used to... Last thing that I watched on Netflix that was really good was the Cyberpunk anime. Unless there's something else in my mind. I gotta reset to Netflix because they have Violet Evergarden. I've never seen a Violet Evergarden. I've heard it's insane. I'm thinking maybe like, I don't know, pop on Netflix, see if they would give me like, I don't know, a 7-day free trial or whatever, just for Violet Evergarden. But yeah, that's the only thing I want to watch. Go to show. That's what I hear. And I've never seen it. And it was like, I used to watch anime a decent bit in college, and at some point I slowed down, and then the past 5 years I completely just stopped doing it. In fact, last 5 years have been like a blur for me, bro. It's been pretty bad, honestly. It's been a weird time. But I stopped watching shit, and I was like, all right, let's try to put myself back together a little. And one of the things I tried doing is like, what are some of the things that I used to like? Because all I do is work. I don't have fun anymore. What I used to like. Thought anime might be the play. I think it was the right choice. Violet Evergarden is still on my list. Too bad it's on Netflix. But Cyberpunk, if you've never seen that on Netflix, really good. Worth it. I think they're still working on season 2. I'm not sure they are, but if they are working season 2, it was going to be amazing. But if worse needs a +1. But honestly, we might give it like a couple more minutes and then just call it. Yeah, we're still with worse. I still go back and listen to the anime OC because it's peaceful. I have tried my best not to look up anything about Violet Evergarden just to make sure it's an experience for me, right? Making sure it's a proper experience. But yeah. Yeah, overseas though, bro. I recently caught up with Oshinoko. I have not watched any Oshinoko, and in a matter of like a night and a day, I've watched the entire 3 seasons, and yeah. So OSTs. Oh, Vivi is another one. Vivi, it's super. I think it's super. I don't know how popular Vivi is, but the music, the OST there is really good. I actually like that a ton. Oh, 86. I mean, it's Sawana, right? Everything Sawana makes is amazing too, but that's also really, really good. 4v5. I mean, it's a 4v5. We might just call it, man. We'll come back next week and do more 5v5s because I got stuff I gotta do today anyway. So this will work out for me. I gotta eat dinner. I gotta get some work done, bro. I got a lot I gotta do. But yeah, Mr. has connected with Mr. Is that a friend? Or did somebody disconnect? I'm gonna search for words team. Okay. Yeah, if Mr. wants to join, that'll work. That'll work. Should be listed under LFG, under Raids Legacy. Type Molten Core or just type in number 5 in a search. You should be able to find it. As long as we still got 5, I'm down to go like one more, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can also see if that guy for solo queues he's out already. Maybe he still wants to join in. You know what I mean? Dude, I played some Outlaw earlier today, slamming games. My god, is this spec so good now. Trickster Outlaw is so good. You have like no mobility though, but damn, do you slam. Oh my god, do you slam. The burst is really good. It's so much pressure. There's like every button you press just does a lot. Killing spree even feels pretty good, honestly. Like if they don't have killing spree, damage go burr, damage go burr. I don't even use killing spree as like a big burst button. I just use it as like when everything else has been used already. I'll just use it before I prep essentially. But yeah, it is insanely good. It is so fun. So fun. The smoke powder thing is so good, dude. I was running into games. I'm like, dude, why would I do it? Like you press buttons and you do damage now. The disco is running out of mana. Full WTF. Yeah, I guess so, man. I don't know if they're mana heavy this or not. Maybe it's playing it weirdly. So why is I gotta relearn my rotation to muscle memory? I feel like you probably have the best muscle memory of all of us, man. I just have the fake bomb muscle memory. I'm just PvEing. Honestly, I'm just taking the dungeon or raid rotation. I'm just applying it for PvP. That's all I'm doing. I'm literally building and spending common points in the exact same way and then using buttons in the same way. Only thing I gotta, only thing that I still have a muscle memory for is Blade Rush when that wasn't like a high key ability used as a low key for mobility. I'm still saving that. I do need to be better at using it aggressively. I have tried to retrain myself a little bit, but it's still so nice when you have it. Dead Space 2? Dead Space 2 is really good. Yeah, 2 and 3, hardest difficulty. Yeah, Dead Space is so good, dude. I can't do horror games, but Dead Space is awesome. Second in particular is good. I don't know about third. The Settlers 2 is 5 and 6. I don't know the Settlers though. That's awesome. Frostbite PvP feels like PvE. A lot of classes started to feel like PvE recently. Like Rogue still got CC and like lineups and chains and smoke bomb and stuff like that. Blinds, gouge. You still can do like PvP stuff, but yeah, a lot of it has gotten more PvE heavy. Last one. All right. Well, if calling this team last one, we'll call it for the night, boys. How did that sound? We'll just wrap it up and call it. Because these were a lot of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of these, but boys, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Sorry if all of you for the last game only got to play once, but we'll call it. We'll call it. We're going to push it. We're going to push it. Season is still fresh. People are still grinding a lot of their gear. I still got to get my weapon upgrades. Because I, for some reason, can't get any. I got to figure out how you unlock them. Can you get them from randoms? Call it a night? Yeah, we'll call it, man. We'll call it. Yeah, we'll call it. Played 3 solo shuffles. Each of them had a red palette. A dog walked them. Yeah, mages do dog walk red paladins. There was that week where I couldn't PvP for a whole week and did housing. Ah, okay. Yeah. Horror. Dead Space for me is losing med packs and taking damage by loot. Yeah, dude. Seriously. Seriously. Yeah, I don't do well with horror games, but Dead Space is excellent. It's so good. Unless you're watching new streams out, makes things so much better than subbing. Hey, man. I do think Midnight is really fun Celtic. This does seem like a really fun expansion so far. Like it's actually I can't really say that it's been amazing at every turn, because like patch 12.05 has definitely been a bit of a turbulent launch compared to in recent history. That being said, this thing has been kind of a blast, honestly. This expansion so far has been really fun for me. Honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm surprised by it. Might be a banger. We'll find out after like however many seasons, man. You know what I mean? Expansion is as good as its final season, really, as the final patch. The Siblings are making a comeback, and I think it's true. Look, hey, they messed up. They borked 12.05 badly. At least they addressed it. Outside of the borking of it, the content is kind of fun, right? Gearing up characters is really fun. Getting all its gear is really fun. Bonus roll 2 loot tokens are fun, and the refund in the back, which is kind of a W move, honestly. PvP changes this week in particular. They've already nerfed classes that are overdoing it and fixing everything else. Kind of a W, honestly. Marksman was running amok. They were like, let's respond to that immediately. My man, you know what I mean? Like actually good shit. Hey, they messed up. Hopefully next patch won't be like that. Hopefully it won't be like that next time. To 15s, I want to come. If I do, not tonight. Probably not tonight, because tonight I'm going to get food, and then I got to get work done, and then I got a mythic raid. So in between of all those, I'm going to be busy. Tomorrow or Monday, Boris, is my best time. Anytime I'm on and you're on, just hit me up. That'll be the best time to do it, man. That'll be the best time to do it, because I got to get some food, man, and some work, and I have the raid. Killing one boss. It should be hopefully quick. Hope you make a really next set. Yeah, man. Hopefully. What's I could always push the stream an hour later, but I don't really want to do that too much. I like going at 6. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Super fun hanging out with all of you. Great games, fantastic content. Enjoyed. So many rogues are running around, bro. But that's what happens when you got no paladinos, man. Apparently, assassination is kind of busted. Apparently, it is very, 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 very good. Alrighty. You guys have a good one. I catch you all in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
Uncharted lands will like tides and let it fall. Just endless seas. Come drift with me. Come drift with me. Come drift